So I was digging through all my stuff in the basement. I'm just trying to get everything clean. If you've seen some other videos, you'll see that's really a big mess where I have my desk and everything. And I found my 5¼ inch floppy of CannonBall Blitz along with some other games. And I was kind of bummed. I had nothing to play it on, so it got me thinking. I checked for an Apple IIe emulator and found a pretty decent one. And I decided to play the game. And I did use a ROM, not the disc itself. If you're wondering, oh, how'd you get the disc to work with it? But you'll notice right away that it has a very Donkey Kong look to it. And this was actually made in 1982, where Donkey Kong was 1981. I'd like to say it was the other way around, and this was super creative. But actually, it was pretty creative. You'll probably noticed already on the first level there. What you have to do is be launched to the next platform. And it can be quite nerve-wracking. It's actually not very forgiving. As the cannonballs come down, you have to time jumping them just right. And there is patterns to the game. It doesn't always follow the patterns, like there's more than one pattern. And there's 3 levels to this game. Now you'll notice you're probably wondering, or maybe not wondering, but you know, how do you get to that last level? And part of that is there's a balloon that comes through, and you'll see it down below. And you can grab it on that second level, or I guess third level, or layer, however you want to call it, and it'll rise you up, but a cannonball always comes down and hits you while you're in the air. So what you need to do when you get to this level is you gotta time it perfectly, grab it, and it'll bring it up to it. And then you move on to the next level. But even there, you'll see when we go to the next board, it is almost, well, I don't want to say it's almost identical to Donkey Kong, but it definitely takes its cue from Donkey Kong. And on this level, you'll actually see you have, instead of like fireballs running around, you have cannons that actually can shoot cannonballs. This board, I have a big love for Donkey Kong. I've explained in other videos why. It's a childhood memory, reminiscent type of thing, but I'll give this board a lot of credit. You'll see you got a couple hammers on it. On Donkey Kong, you have the hammer, you have the ladders. You're knocking out the in-between parts of the building, trying to get the middle to collapse, just like Donkey Kong. The cannons are smart enough not to go up and down the ladders, but as you'll see there, they're not smart enough to not get too close to you, which is kind of nice. You can take another one out. But with a little extra level of, I guess, I don't want to use the word difficulty, but another obstacle in a way to avoid is the cannons actually can shoot. In here you'll see I'm actually lucky enough not to actually get shot by any of them. But one of the nice things is if it does shoot and it hits another cannon, it'll actually destroy that cannon, and that's actually a really nice feature. Now this cannon that just came up and I got, that's the first time I ever remember seeing one come up a ladder. I am narrating this over the actual gameplay, so yeah, I am aware that I just said that they don't come up the ladder, but other than that, to my experience, they never did. Right here, that part there, you got to stay away from that guy. He will take you out even when you don't feel that he touched you, which, you know, in gameplay, we always have good excuses on why we didn't do good, but that one is a legit aggravation. And pretty sad I'm actually watching just playing it, but yeah, this board was actually, I put it on par with Donkey Kong. I mean, the graphics are a little bit more refined on Donkey Kong, but this was actually a really good board. I do definitely suggest playing this game. But on the third board, once again, you're going to notice a very odd similarity to a previous mentioned DK game, and that's because it looks a lot like a Donkey Kong game. This one can be very unforgiving, but compared to Donkey Kong, the jumping mechanism and stuff can actually be can be a bit beneficial also. There is and just like in Donkey Kong, there's a pattern to this one too. You do have to be careful. The cannons can shoot on here. I have been shot a couple times, like when jumping towards a cannon, but not on the same level as a cannon. That can be quite aggravating. You got the hammers though. There's no way you can get past this without the hammers. You can't climb a ladder fast enough. But as long as you have it down, it's pretty good. That one I just destroyed there. That one you actually have to be a little careful too, because if you jump too late, the hammer's in the air and you hit it, the collision detection is actually quite good for a game made in 1982. I mean, normally like collision detection's a box. There you'll notice you do not want to fall. So let's try going through this all the way through. Normally I'd just edit out that fall, but I wanted you to see what the fall looked like. Here you're going to see I'm going to run through, and it is really important to get these hammers. In fact, you can't avoid the hammers, but you do got to watch your jump. On this next one here, if you jump too late, the hammer's in the air and the cannon will actually hit you. Collision detection is fantastic on here. But other than that, that's really it. This was a great game when I was a kid when I played it. I actually found a bunch of Apple IIe's games, but this is one of my favorite ones, and it actually goes right in with the fact that I like Donkey Kong so much. But other than that, hope you enjoyed it, shared it, like it. Have a good one. Thanks.